So we're going to be taking out some sell side liquidity. I'm going to be jumping in with a trade here. This is my area to sell price from right now. We are looking at sell side liquidity. We want to be taking out sell side liquidity today. I've given you examples of taking out liquidity when I am bullish. My stop loss is going to be up here around 35. So that's about 10 pip stop loss. So we're going to go for roughly about, let's just see what kind of R we're looking at. So just to get down to here, we're looking at roughly about 63 pips. And our stop loss is 10 pips. That's going to be a 1 to 6 hour trade. So guys, I'm going to wait to see whether we can dig one more time up into here before looking to take this sell. So we got some targets to the left. Even if I get a reversal here, by the way, I'm still going to go ahead and take that. But I don't really need much more chart. I just need to know what's happening throughout these days. And also have targets to the left that I can target for liquidity. We have our sell stops down here. This is relative equal lows. So you know there's going to be sell stops down here. These are triple lows down here. If I go to the 1 minute time frame, just so I don't miss it, I'm going to be jumping in a moment. And I'm going to have my stop loss around 50%, so roughly about 20. I'm not going to leave too much of my chart. I'm just going to go ahead and get this ready. So guys, you can see we've dropped, we've hit our level. Like I said, this was an entry area, but once again, you don't have to catch it from up here. When price comes back up into this up close candle now, this is going to be the best or the safest entry to take on the 1 minute time frame. This is what we're looking at. And look at what we've done as well, guys, before we talk about the sell side liquidity. So what's happened so far, guys? So today has come out. We've run above these relative equal highs here. This is highs from Asia. We've run above this high. So let's go ahead and mark up these relative equal highs. So we've run above this now. And you guys know what I said previously. I said when price is running out liquidity, that's normally when smart money is entering or exiting the trade. In this scenario, this is going to be an entry. We traded right up above these equal highs into this inefficiency. Really and truly, all it requires is a tap. I wanted it to come a little bit higher, but is what it is. Because it didn't, I'm going to have to catch the next best entry. I'm going to be waiting patiently for price to come and give me an entry now. Now all these buy stops have been activated. The people looking to sell from here, they've been stopped out. We've rallied higher. That was 07. This is 23. So about just over 10 pips above this high. Folks have been stopped out here. Buy stops have been activated. Now, obviously, we're going to look to get an entry very, very soon. So let's go ahead and get this ready. So like I said, I'm going to be entering the moment price taps into it. Okay, guys, we're still waiting for the entry. I'm going to go ahead and put a buy limit and continue talking. So I'm put a buy limit right here. So we're in that trade now. So now that we're in, let's quickly go and look at how it's looking. So look, we've traded up into the up close candle. My stop loss is roughly about 50% basically. If we get stopped up for whatever reason, then I'll jump in again and give it one more try. But anyway, guys, let's go back to what we was looking at. So now we're in this trade. Now you have to think about the question that's been posed throughout this whole series. And that is, where are there willing participants who would want to take on your trade, or in this scenario, take on our sell? So who would want to continue our sell? In other words, we're saying, who can we give our sell to? We have to then look for sell stops, because those are going to be people who would want to continue our trade. And so where most likely are we to find sell stops? It's going to be sell stops beneath this low, which is the intra-week low. There's also going to be sell stops beneath these triple lows over here. Sell stops down here too. Slow/sell stops, and then this is equal lows, or this is another set of triple lows, really. Just, yeah, triple lows again. So these are triple lows too. So guys, we have sell stops down here. We also have sell stops down here. There's going to be folks here who want to take on our trade. And all we're going to do is, when we get to this level, we are going to offload some of this position to them, to these set of sell stops. And then we're going to offload some of the position to these set of sell stops. And then ultimately, we're going to collapse the trade when price gets to this down close candle down here. So hopefully my charts aren't too messy for you. But this is just to mark up so you guys can have a visual example of where I'm looking to actually take price. For the purpose of this video, what I'm going to do is we're going to run up the previous day's low, and we're going to run up these triple lows down here, and then I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Hey guys, so back again with an update. So what have we got going on so far? So look how close price came to my entry. It came right to my entry, but I put it in the right place. Like I said, I was going to put it at 50% or above 50% of that up close candle. Let's see if we can find an up close candle again. Let's go ahead, 50%. So you can see 50%, I put it just above. I could have put it just a little bit higher, but just above was fine. If I got taken out, I was going to jump in again. I believe it did come to 50% actually. Let me just do it properly. There we go, to this low. There we go, 50%. It came right to it, like to the T, to the absolute T. But anyway, guys, so that's happened now. You can see it bounced a couple of times from here. Lots of mitigation taking place here. When it dropped down here from my entry, so that's 1.2206, it dropped as low as that. My entry came in at 1.2214, and so it dropped a decent amount of pips. I didn't move my stops to break even like we were taught to back in the day. I would have been taken out right here, and I would be chasing the trade right now. We need price to run these lows. Yeah, that's a given. But ultimately, we want to see price get down to our level. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. We're going to see price take out these lows, and we're going to take partials when price gets down here. Let's move that a little bit higher actually. Let's go a little bit above. There we go. For those wondering how wide of a range this is that we're going to be working in, and don't forget, we're working this range. Yeah, we're working this range. We're not holding full positions to this range. We're going to work it. That's about 129 pips. But even if we get stopped out somewhere along the lines after taking TP here, guys, that's all good. So we are back again with another update on the GBP USD trade. We're looking to take out sell side liquidity. Like I said, the drawn price is to the downside. What's happened so far? So after we had this sharp drop, you can see only sell side was offered to the market, and there was no buy side offered between this kind of 6-wick low and that one's high. So I'm going to go ahead and mark up that level I just mentioned. So this here is an imbalance or a fair value gap. There's inefficiency here where only sell sides offered, and so there's no buy side. Price will normally come back up, offer that buy side to the market before dropping again. So this is what's happened so far. And you can see, look, we couldn't even get to the highest point. That's how weak this is at the moment. So now, guys, look at this. The drawn price is to the downside. Yes, we do have a down close candle here. I've marked up the down close candle. This is 50%. Let's see, does price close beneath this? If it does, that's a good sign. It means that we want to take out these lows. So right now, we're going to see whether this down close candle is going to offer any kind of hope for those people looking to buy. There might be a small little bounce before drop, but I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in that sell side liquidity. This kind of move might not happen every single day, but when it does happen, I make sure that I'm ready for it. So we have dropped around, let's just double check. So from this level to here, that's around 24 pips. It doesn't seem like much, but when your stop loss is 5 pips or smaller, so in this case, I believe it was 5 pips, roughly about 5 pips, then that's going to be like a 1 to 5 hour trade right there. All right, guys. So what I've decided to do now is we have just run these lows here. This is the London lows, the London intraday lows. I'm going to go ahead and take partials down here. There we go. I've decided to take partials at London lows. So initially, just so you guys know, I did want to take these lows, take off some here, take off some there, and then let the rest ride here. This is more sort of a swing trade. So although I'll be still aiming for this trade here, I'm just going to take it off at London lows. Then I'm going to move my stop loss into profits. I'm going to move it all the way down to above this high here. I don't care if it comes back up here, it's all good. So I switched it up. I think this is probably the first time I'm doing it in one of my videos, but the aim is to take it from above a high and take it to beneath a low. And this is exactly what we've done. We've taken it from above a high, above this high over here, and we're taking it back beneath the low. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it to here. I've moved my take profit. I've switched it up now. I moved it to these lows right here. But at the same time, guys, if they come and stop me out, they come and stop me out. It's all good. All right, guys. So another quick update. So what I'm doing now is now we've taken out the London lows. Don't forget where our TP is. Our TP is basically at these equal lows here. So I've moved my TP higher to these triple lows. The goal is now to run out these lows. And in doing so, we should also take this one and hit TP. So that is the goal. We are not far off. We're not far off whatsoever. So from this level here to this level, we're talking about just 15 pips. 15 pips. This is the role of the runner. So the goal of this 20% is to do all of this work with me being nice and calm and easy in this trade. So I am going to move my stop loss lower. If someone asked me a question about, do you trail stop losses? As you saw, when I hit TP, that's normally when I'm moving my stop loss. So at least when price is really close to it, if I can't watch it for whatever reason, I might move it then. But I'll most likely move my stop loss after I've been able to take something off the trade. And I've moved it deep into profit. I could have lifted up into here and firmed any kind of potential pullback before the drop. So look at this. From this high, where my stop loss is now, since we've traded into this imbalance and dropped, I've moved my stop loss here. I'm going to move it one more time above this one here. I don't expect price to come back up here. I'm going to move it one more time. So it was here, roughly 94. I'm moving it to roughly 88. So I've moved it a few more pips into profit. There we go. And we're just going to wait for price to run out these lows. So let's just move this new day line for a second. You can see this is our low that we're looking to run out. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Let's look at that low. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. This is the low we want to see get taken out next. I'm also going to put my day separator here because this is also where I start my new day. And let's go ahead and adjust this so we know what's going on. New day. So let's go back up to the 5 now so you know what we're working with. So here, I didn't want to put it because it was so close to the other one, this one here, but I'm going to leave it there too anyway. So guys, this is the aim. And then once again as well, just like I mentioned in the previous video when we were talking about the buy on USD Swiss, I didn't have to catch it from up here. Okay, I didn't have to catch it from up here. When it dropped beneath the up close candle and came back for mitigation, that's when I got active. And if it never came back, then so be it. I wouldn't be in the trade. We've made another move to the downside. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop loss. Wait, first, before I move my stop loss, just quickly go down to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, I'm going to move my stop loss above this high. Only because I'm not taking TP yet. That's the only reason I'm moving my stop loss beneath this high. I'm waiting for price to go ahead and run TP, then I'm going to be done with the trade. So guys, we should be done with this trade any moment now. This is a 50 pip move. Who wouldn't want a 50 pip move? You guys just saw that was 50 pips. So this is running out liquidity on the sell side, intraday trading. Let's go.